You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Brommer018. Link in the description. Do it now. Hello everyone, welcome along to another video of this AC Milan Career Mode series. We are on episode 11 and it is the final episode of the first season. That's right, today we do have the Cup final, the Coppa Italia final against AS Roma. But before we do anything, let me show you the highlights of the previous games. We've played absolutely loads and there's so much I need to tell you. So let's begin with the highlights. So we have a lot of highlights to get through here, so we'll just shoot on right through them. First of all, we have the Parma game, beginning with this brilliant strike from Rade Krunic in there because of a lot of rotation that we made to the side because of injuries and also energy issues. So the likes of Krunic and Piontek get starts and they both repay me with goals in a 2-0 win. Then we move on to this Bologna game, which was unfortunately 2 points dropped. Lucas Paqueta opens the scoring once again. We kept with this 4-3-3 formation that we played in the last game, a little bit of rotation, but Godfred Donza gets the equaliser in the second half, and we bottle it in the end. And like this game as well, Jeremy Boga capitalises on some poor defending. We were able to retaliate in the second half with Erling Braut Haaland, but it wasn't enough to take the 3 points, and yet again it was 2 points dropped. Thankfully though, we do make up for it in this game against Atalanta. A convincing and resounding 3-0 win. Federico Chiesa, Lucas Paqueta and also Frank Kessié getting onto the score sheet. In this game we did go with the 4-3-3 once again and it did work out like a charm. So it gives us a lot of food for thought ahead for the games coming up. And this game finished 3-0. So that confirms it then. We will be in the Champions League for next season. A very, very solid season in the end. Juventus did pull away. We thought we might mount a late title push. It wasn't to be, unfortunately, but you know, we didn't expect that to be the case. They're a very good side and we've still got a lot of building to do, but in terms of that finish, you know, it looks brilliant. Don't forget we've got a game in hand over everyone else, so with just a draw against Sampdoria today, you know, we can finalise second place, which is very good. Inter Milan now, what, 6 points off us? Yes, that is terrible maths. I should have known that instantly. And so obviously it is signed, sealed and delivered. It's been a brilliant season. So pleased with how we've reacted, particularly January onwards. You know, we were struggling a little bit, to be honest, and we were very inconsistent, but we made 3 signings in January. Tonali, we signed Chiesa and Haaland. And I tell you what, they absolutely sparked his team into life. Along with the fact of us changing the formation, giving a 4-4-2, swapping it about a little bit. Really did help us along the way. So it's been a fantastic season. And, you know, hopefully next season we can build on it now. We can improve the squad more. And you know what? We can try and mount a push. So what the aim of today is going to be, we're going to sim the game against Sampdoria and Cagliari. We're going to play the final against Roma. What I'm going to do is, of course, change the team around and stuff along those lines to make them as fresh as possible for that final. But beforehand, we do have a few notices to bring you. One is Leo Duarte. We've agreed a deal to sell him to Nunez, 9.3 million. Very pleased with that deal. He was not going to get anywhere near this side. He only gets into it when we rotate, like today, rotate the full side. Otherwise, it just wasn't going to happen. I would like to sign another centre-back in the summer transfer window, so you know we do have that to focus on, but that's it's a good price, I think, and very pleased with how it's going. In terms of the youth academy, stalled a little bit. I've had to release a couple of players who just didn't quite have the cut. I've already mentioned it before that I'll only take players who have a potential of 94 and their minimum potential has to be, you know, 87, 88 plus, you know, so we know that it can reach that stage. If their potential goes down, such as this Eduardo Rossi to 91, chances are I'm going to release them. I'm not going to pick them. We got this Daniela Guidi, who I'm waiting on. He's still 15 though, so I can't promote him, unfortunately. But as soon as we can get players, you know, really ready to make the step up, then by all means, you know, I will be promoting them. Just want you guys to know that I haven't neglected and forgotten about the youth academy. We are still very interested in that. But yeah, first of all, we've got this Sampdoria game. I'm just going to rotate the side as much as possible to try and, make players, fit and fresh for the final coming up. We'll bring in these three: Piontek, Suso, Çalhanoğlu. We'll bring in Bonaventura. Who else are we going to bring in? Benacer can come in. Krunic is already there. In terms of the centre-backs, we can swap both of them, actually. We can bring in Duarte and Gabia. Calabria can come out for... where is he? Conti, where are you? There you are. And Cavaneras, I might as well come in and I'll just put him in there. In terms of the bench, let's just try and rotate these about a little bit. Take Chiesa off. Bring Kessié in. Rebic. Coming for Leao. No, in fact, we can keep Leao on. And then we're going to go with that. Like I say, we're just going to sim this game so we can get through to the final as quick as possible. I would have played it if it meant anything, but we have already, of course, sealed our fate for the Champions League. And it was a 0-0 draw, so never mind. We now look ahead to the final, though, and I did say at the start of the season, desperate to win this game, win this competition, because I think, we just need to bring as many trophies back, start winning, installing that winning mentality, and to do that, you need to win games and trophies. So, I'm desperate to win this. So here we go then, the Roma side. I've been umming and ahhing about which formation I'm going to go with. Do I stick with the 4-3-3? Do I go with a 4-4-2? I do believe I am going to go with the 4-4-2. For some reason, Caldara and Romagnoli both came on. No idea why that would be the case. So that's disappointing. Elsewhere, though, it's looking pretty fresh. If we can have a look here, is there anyone I might want to bring on? Maybe Suso for Bonaventura. In fact, we'll take Benacer out, bring on Bonaventura there. And I think we can go with that. So we'll stick with the 4-4-2 for now. We can change it should we need to. Don't forget, I am trying to sort of rotate with formations, just give people a fresh look and give us a fresh look. But I think the 4-4-2 is very much the go-to system at the moment. So, finally is upon us. To get here, first of all, let's just have a quick look at our trip. I think we started in round 4, was it? Let's have a look here. Yeah, so we beat Frosinone 4-0. And then in the quarterfinals, we beat Inter Milan 4-1. And then, of course, beat Lazio over 2 legs. 3-0 in the first game, 2-2 in the second game, which we simulated. And then, of course, we reached the final. Roma, on the other hand, beat Torino 6-0 on aggregate, beat Atalanta. And then they also beat Udinese as well. So they've also had a fairly tough run to get here. And there were no pushovers for sure. But, we've got to look to win this game today. So let's get started. Come on, let's win this game.
There is nothing like a final of a cup competition. We've got a great one here, I'm sure. All the signs are good, all the omens are good, the teams are certainly very good, and the players involved as well. We're moments away. Join us for the kickoff, and it's live. Well, this long wait is finally over. We have reached final day in this competition. Martin Tyler along with Alan Smith to give you the commentary. It should be a very, very special match. Milan against Roma.
Yeah, two teams that have been extremely watchable throughout this tournament. Two teams that have scored goals, excited the fans. No wonder it's a full house here. Can't wait for this one.
Well, they're glad to have him in the lineup today, aren't they? They wouldn't want to miss out on his talents, Milan.
Well, when he's on the ball, he's as quick as anybody. Almost as quick when he hasn't got the ball, so that's a real threat here.
This is the Milan lineup. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the goalkeeper. Mattia Caldara plays alongside Alessio Romagnoli in the heart of defence.
And they've gone with 2 up front today.
Roma's line up for you.
Pau Lopez in goal.
Hector Bellerin plays with David Santon as the fullbacks.
Cengiz Under starts with Leonardo Spinazzola as the wide players.
They just go with the one striker up front.
Here we go then, kick-off. Biggest game of the season. Can we come away with the win and the title? Yes, great challenge. Kessié. Through to Leao. Here's the opportunity. He's going to have to go by himself here. What a finish! And it's 1-0, 17 minutes gone. Kessié with the goal. It's a fabulous finish. Neat, calm strike. And what a start it is. The build-up play is very nice. We capitalise on the space. We make the runs into the box and the passing is crisp and sharp and quick. And that's where we're so deadly, forming those attacks. And there it is. Great start for us. Yannick Kessié, who has had a brilliant season. Possibly top scorer for us this season. Do not write it off. I wouldn't be surprised. And he scores again here. 1-0. Oh, that's a great ball to Leao. It's a good turn. What a finish. And it's 2-0 now. Milan, who've had the beating of Roma all season, are showing it in the first half yet again. Rafael Leao this time getting onto the score sheet. And it's a lovely finish. Turns himself well. After the build-up play is neat. It's Tonali who originally spots him. He's undecisive at first, but finally opts to bring him into play. And Leao only takes one touch to get it away from his body before just curving it into that right-hand corner. The keeper just is not going to save a neat finish like that. And what a fantastic start it has been to the first half, And Rafael Leao this time, who's got his 4th goal in the competition, continues his scoring spree. 2-0, Milan, Roma. Tonali looking for Chiesa. Great ball, good run. Santon just does not have the pace to keep up with Chiesa here. Can we do this better this time? He'll cut back. Tonali's there. Fantastic block. And they keep themselves in it at this time. Oh, it's a good interception. Well done. Tonali go one more? Yes, he can. Well done. Oh, we are playing absolutely brilliantly at the moment. Haaland looking for one more to Leao. And can he get it back inside? What build-up play this has been. Oh, my word. It's a save. And Haaland should score. The build-up play was absolutely phenomenal, but he has got to score that. He really does have to put that to bed. And Haaland hopefully doesn't make us regret that missed chance. Tonali shows some good pace here. He's going to try and look for Haaland. Oh, that's poor defending, and Haaland is through on goal here. Can he make up for that missed chance earlier? He sure can. It's 3-0 on the brink of half-time. Milan running rout now. And I tell you what, could he be in the bag? It's been a fantastic first half. Truly, truly deserved to be this far ahead. Haaland, who missed a fantastic opportunity earlier on in the game, this time makes up for it with a good finish. I think it's Fazio. No, actually it's Mancini who struggles to keep it in there. Poor defending from him. Doesn't continue the run. Instead, just for a brief second, tries to commit, but it doesn't pay off. It bites him in the backside. Haaland takes advantage. And another brilliant season he is having. 5 goals now in the Cup so far. What? Right, well, that's half-time. 3-0 so far. And there have been finals in the past where Milan have been 3-0 up at half-time and somehow bottled it. So we need to make sure we don't do that today. You know, I am playing an Ultimate. I'll do a shot on it. I know I'm going to get the comments again. I mean, I seem to get them on every video now. I promise you I am playing on Ultimate. I think the answer is basically Roma are just on this game. And I've got the beating of them. I've just got the beating of Roma. I know how to exploit them. They leave so much space. They don't follow the runs properly. I've just got the beating of them, I think. And it's showing so far. First half, so far so good. Hopefully we can continue for the second. Oh, Leao's in here. Leao is in here. That's the ball. Good touch on Leao. He's got an opportunity to make it 4. Oh, he's hit the post. Rebound for Rebic. There it is. 4-0, and it's Ante Rebic who wants to get himself onto the score sheet, and finally he has done so. Another one who has been up there for our top goal scorer charts this season, along with the likes of Haaland, Leao and Kessié, all four of them getting in on the action today. Leao is the one, somehow it doesn't go in. It's tipped by the goalkeeper, bounces off the bar, straight into the path of Rebic. Good movement, really good anticipation. And I tell you what, that's a tough technique to do, to stretch on the header. But, you know, he does it comfortably. And this is surely game, set and match now in this final. Chiesa going to try and isolate his man one-on-one here. They just keep backing off all the time. Chiesa, he can keep going. Oh, should have squared that. Should have squared that. Roma win it. There it is. Full-time whistle. And it is sealed. The Coppa Italia is coming back to Milan. This time on the red side. 4-0 in the end. Resounding winners. A fantastic performance it has been from this team all the way through. I mean, we've had so many tough games to get here. We had Inter Milan and we had Lazio twice in the, of course, the semi-finals. There was 2 legs, and then we finish it off with Roma. And I tell you what, we have just looked quality at every phase. Every single phase we have looked absolutely quality, and it is thoroughly deserved. Alessio Romagnoli will be the one to lift the title, and thoroughly deserved. He's been a mainstay in this team, really consistent performer generally over the course of the season, and I tell you what, hopefully he'll be here for many seasons to come as we lift this this trophy.
To win this tournament, and all that it means to those players. No wonder the bounce is back in them.
Well, you've got all your family up in the stands. I'll be watching down proudly, and certainly there'll be a huge feeling of pride within that team. Why not? Thoroughly deserved winners.
Well, hopefully this will be the springboard for many more trophies to come. This is what we wanted. You know, we want to install that winning mentality, as I've talked about so many times. And, you know, this is the way to do it. First things first. You know, win your domestic trophies, and we've started off really well with the Coppa Nazionale. Hopefully next season we can push on to even greater boundaries. We'll have this to defend, but also we'll also have the Italian Super Cup, the Serie A, and the big one, the UEFA Champions League, back to the San Siro and AC Milan for the first time in many years. It's about time as well, I do believe. Hopefully this squad, with a couple of additions here and there, has what it takes to challenge the big boys and to be a real force going forward. I do believe we have what it takes, and hopefully you guys will join me along the way for that. So we are back, guys. 6.5 million for that. We've also got a monthly scouting report. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have another episode after this where we essentially look back on the season. We'll have a goal of the season competition, which you guys can vote in, at least hopefully anyway. We'll have that. I'll see how it works logistically. You know, we'll look back on the season. We'll have an overview of the financial sort of situation, the youth players, the squad, my transfer targets ahead for the season coming up. Really just a quick episode to review. That's what we'll do in the next and final episode of the first season. Then we will, of course, carry over into the second season. I hope all you guys are going to join me for that, because it's one I am very much looking forward to, especially with Champions League football coming back as well. We finished the Serie A season with a 1-1 draw against Cagliari. 87 million we get in prize money overall. That is pretty impressive, and it takes our profit to 270 million. We spoke at the start of the season about how Milan have you know, big financial problems, and so on and so forth. Well, you know, we might be okay for next season in terms of FFP and financial fair play. So it's going to be, hopefully, a good one, you know, coming up. But on that note, I think it is time to round it off there. Please do leave a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more regular gaming content. Don't forget to come back for the second season as we embark on a second chapter with European football coming back to the San Siro. And, you know, us trying to retain our Coppa Nazionale and also challenge for the Serie A title. On that note, we are going to finish it off there. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, I'm Brahma18, and I will see you soon.